Life is crazy. I'm asleep.
Hey man, wings in 7.
Oh my
We
God.
finna leave.
We leaving, I promise.
She got us kicked
We
out
leaving,
again.
I promise, we about to leave.
Ooh. Y'all asses in the bed, man. Oh, you can't see her. Ladies.
She got her bonnet on, she's ready for game time.
And this whole time we swore that Kurt Miller was a family man, guys. Back in January, I, along with so many other fans, we were so excited to hear the news that Dijonai Carrington would be reunited with her girlfriend, okay, on a professional level, with Nalyssa Smith being on the same team in the WNBA. And Kurt Miller, guys, he even said out of his own mouth that the reason why he even gave Nalyssa Smith a chance, okay, letting her leave Indiana Fever. He knew that Nalyssa Smith wanted out of Indy. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna offer her a chance to come to the Dallas Wings, because ultimately, in Kurt Miller's mind, he was trying to use Nalyssa Smith to lure Dijonai Carrington to the Dallas Wings.
Gotcha, bitch.
And now, Kurt Miller being the GM and Chris Koklanis being the head coach have decided to tear the family apart, leaving Paige Beckers to be raised by a single mom, i.e. Dijonai Carrington, due to maybe, perhaps, unprofessionalism displayed by Dijonai Carrington and Nalyssa Smith. Let's get into it. Guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General. I got about 2 more hours before I hit the airport, okay, to fly to San Antonio to see my brother graduate for Air Force BMT. It's literally pouring down rain in here in Central Ohio, so I got my little slicker on, my little rain jacket. Of course, I'm going to have my umbrella as well before I hit the airport. I'm up in the clouds, okay? I decided I'm going to, just slowly release, and first I'm going to, record and release 2 videos for you guys. Okay, I was going to do it yesterday, but I was so tired. But I also want to do a little follow-up video, because again, like, people are still in ruins. The WNBA is still abuzz with the latest and greatest news that Nalyssa Smith will be traded away from the Dallas Wings and be acquired to the Las Vegas Aces. They saying that Kurt Miller and Coach Chris Koklanis is trying to punish both Nalyssa Smith and Dijonai Carrington because of their relationship, okay, being together on the Dallas Wings. They said that it is possibly causing a distraction. It has been some controversy with them 2 being together. Even last season when they were on 2 totally different teams. Remember, Dijonai Carrington was on the Connecticut Sun, and we saw Nalyssa Smith with the Indiana Fever. People were like, well, the theories are like, if you're in a relationship together, then it doesn't make sense for them to be on the same team. But I'm like, if they're together and like the relationship is healthy, it makes sense for them to be on the same team rather than them to be on opposing teams, okay? Because remember, when it was Connecticut Sun versus the Indiana Fever last season, people were accusing Nalyssa Smith of letting Dijonai Carrington blow past her on defense. They were saying that Nalyssa Smith is allowing Dijonai Carrington to score on her teammates. She's not standing up for Caitlin. She's like being a cancer to the locker room because she don't want to hurt her girlfriend's feelings, etc., etc. So it's like, wouldn't it not make sense in theory for 2 people in a relationship to be on the same team compared to them being on opposing teams? Also, with the trade last night, okay, when we got the news that Nalyssa Smith will be traded to the Las Vegas Aces, people got cut some more. It's crazy. So the Dallas Wings, they decided to let go officially of Kyla Charles, which sucks because, again, she's such a, gorgeous player. But at the same time, she just was not producing what we needed offensively or defensively. After they first waived her, they actually re-signed her to a 7-day hard contract, and then they just ultimately dropped her again. And also, the Dallas Wings just cut Haley Jones. Again, I wanted to see Haley Jones get a second chance in this league. She got cut from the Atlanta Dream. But she got waived from there. Then she got sent to LA Sparks, got waived from there, sent to the Dallas Wings, and then she ultimately got waived from the Dallas Wings. So the Las Vegas Aces had no choice but to make room for Nalyssa Smith. They just cut, oh my goodness, Tiffany Mitchell. And the Las Vegas Aces just they just waived Liz Kitley along with Tiffany Mitchell. Okay, Tiffany Mitchell, guys, if you don't know, she's one of Dawn Staley's daycare children. Even Dawn Staley herself calls Tiffany Mitchell one of her first newborns, pretty much. And she just survived sepsis last summer, and she made a crazy comeback. But again, Tiffany Mitchell, something about Dawn Staley's guards, they just don't do so well at the professional level. As in comparison to her bigs, okay? Dawn Staley's bigs do a lot better in the league, i.e., Asia Wilson compared to Tiffany Mitchell, or Aaliyah Boston compared to, say, Zaya Cook, who's still hanging on by a thread, if we're being honest, in the league. Again, it's something about Dawn Staley's guards. They just do not do as well as her bigs in the big girl league, the WNBA. Now, it's been a series of unfortunate events, okay? Unfortunate events that have unwind. Specifically, the event that comes to mind, guys. Let me pull it up right here to make sure I got the right date. Was the June 11th game, okay? June 11th was just like 2 weeks ago. It was the Dallas Wings versus the Phoenix Mercury. We, the Dallas Wings, that is, we met them, the Phoenix Mercury, at their home court. The night before, Dijonai Carrington and Nalyssa Smith went live, okay? They were just at their hotel pool lounging around. They claim it was around 8 p.m., no later than 9 p.m. People, including Satu Sabali and the whole Dallas, like the whole Phoenix Mercury, okay, they had put together like the shady edit. They claimed that they was drunk. They was drinking. They was out partying the night before, doing things that lovers do, etc., etc. And that's why they ultimately got defeated. And then what made it even worse, even though they were like half like way joking, you see Paige Beckers get on Dijonai Carrington live. Her and Enrique Ngumbawale, they was like, y'all need to go to bed. Okay, at one point, you see Enrique Ngumbawale on the camera. She literally comes out of like her room's balcony, and she's like, y'all need to come to bed. What is y'all doing? And ultimately, they finally got kicked out. Okay, also the staff is like, the pool, the pool lounge, the hotel, it closes. The staff come outside and tell Dijonai Carrington and Nalyssa Smith, like, the hotel pool lounge hours close around like 9-10 p.m. So it was like a bit later. But at the same time, it's like they are adults, guys. And they like basketball should not consume your life. Like your work period. I don't care what it is that you do for a living. Okay, I was in the military. Okay, I'm still in the military. I can't let that consume me. Okay, that's what a lot of people will say if you're on active duty orders. Like, yes, this is the military. Like, it's supposed to be your life. Okay, the mission comes first, but at the same time, as a human being, you got other interests and hobbies and things that you want to do to enjoy. Again, from my part, from an outsider's view looking in, they don't seem to be like unprofessional. Okay, even Dijonai Carrington said like on the court, like when they're on practice, when they're doing business, okay, when they're actually playing games, etc., anything doing with the team, they will call each other by their last name. Dijonai Carrington will call Nalyssa Smith. Nalyssa will call Dijonai Carrington. So again, like, I don't see like they were like lacking professionalism as it pertains to them being in a relationship and also playing for the same team.
Between the players, they're letting them talk and just walk them off.
I think if anything else, this sets the table for the next matchup, which will be July 3rd.
And then you got others that speculate. Chris Koklanis, okay, the current head coach of the Dallas Wings, but who knows for how long, okay? They said that Kurt Miller, that was his boo back in the day. Again, allegedly that was his little, sneaky link. He the one who hired this man, because again, Kurt Miller is now the current GM of the Dallas Wings. He hired Chris Koklanis to be the head coach. Again, like Dijonai Carrington and Coach Chris Koklanis low-key kind of got into it. Let me talk about the exact date. Okay, it was during the Las Vegas Aces win towards the Dallas Wings. Okay, that game was June 13th. Okay, just like 2-3 days after the Phoenix Mercury defeated the Dallas Wings. Okay, and that was a whole little, debacle. Okay, like you saw Dijonai Carrington getting into it. Okay, I also want to put this in. Dijonai Carrington got into it with Satu Sabali. Satu Sabali was like doing like the drinking, hand gesture, like, you need to quit drinking. And then, like, that's what really got Dijonai Carrington heated. Dijonai Carrington stepped to her. She tried to. Alyssa Thomas and the rest of the Phoenix Mercury players tried to separate them. And then you see her girlfriend, Nalyssa Smith, actually approaching all of them and trying to defend Dijonai Carrington. Again, like, that was when, like, the lack of professionalism was starting to come through and show. So, again, I take that back. There have been incidents, okay, like that, of course, when Dijonai Carrington and Nalyssa Smith kind of did lack professionalism, but at the same time, it's like Satu Sabali and the Phoenix Mercury players, they weren't being professional as well. But then, like 2 or 3 days later, okay, the Dallas Wings, we meet Las Vegas, okay, the Aces for a matchup. We could have won that game, okay? I'm still mad about that game. We lost by 4 points. The Vegas Aces won, winning 88 points, whereas we had 84 points. You see Dijonai Carrington literally get 6 fouls. I believe it was 6 fouls called upon her in the fourth and final quarter. She gets sat out the game. You see how she kind of was like she was giving him the death stare, okay? Dijonai Carrington was over Coach Chris Koklanis. She looked like she was about to swing on that man because, again, he was not even trying to challenge anything, okay? She was like, that wasn't a foul, the ball was out of bounds, but it wasn't on me. He wouldn't even, like, challenge the refs and challenge some of these foul calls on her behalf. And you can see that tension build, okay? So, again, like, it wasn't just, them losing to the Las Vegas Aces, even though we could have won that game, okay? Dijonai Carrington, in her frustration, she got 6 fouls. Who in the world gets 6 fouls called on them in the fourth and final quarter? It was like 5 minutes left in the game. That's how frustrated she was and how upset she was. And again, Coach Chris Koklanis did not have her back. And he was just like yapping at the mouth to her. And she looked like, again, like she was giving him the death stare, like she was about to swing on this man.
With 105 remaining. And Dijonai Carrington and Chris Koklanis having a conversation.
All all in all, at the end of the day, business is business. This is strictly financial. It is what it is, okay? It's a business first, okay? Relationships and, like, you know, friendships and all this, family got to come second. It is what it is, okay? They saying family because, you know, according to the girls, the gays, they didn't broke the family apart, okay? Paige was like their child. It was like Nalyssa was like the dad. Dijonai Carrington is the mom. It was like now Dijonai Carrington got to raise Paige all on her own, okay? Because now Nalyssa Smith and got traded away from the team. She gonna be up there with the Las Vegas Aces, leaving Dijonai Carrington as a single mom, as a single parent. I'm excited for Nalyssa Smith. I believe this is what she needs. Again, like, you know, professional wise. I don't know about her relationship, how this will make or break it, but again, they said like it's like a $70 plane ticket from Vegas to Dallas and vice versa, so they'll be alright on that regard. But I really hope that we see Nalyssa Smith improve. Because again, if like she keep playing the way she plays, like such lackluster, with no skill, no finesse, no oomph, okay, she's not going to be in the league for long, okay? So this might be saving her career. Because Asia Wilson, even though like I ain't gonna lie, the Aces have like, they've been on a decline, okay? Let's keep it all the way real. They themselves are struggling. But overall, like the Dallas Wings, they have a far better program and, like, you know, coaching and player development than the Dallas Wings. The Dallas Wings at this point, they don't have anything, okay? Chris Cole-Clandis, they claim that he has a high basketball IQ. People be trying to defend him. Again, it's like, it just does not translate on paper. It's not translating in these games. There you have it, guys. A family torn apart. Dijonai Carrington is now a single parent to a little girl named Paige Beckers. Guys, comment down below if you think that this is a punishment, okay, by GM Curt Miller or the head coach being Chris Cole-Clandis because of the unprofessionalism that was displayed, you know, with the Phoenix Mercury, mainly the Phoenix Mercury versus Dallas Wings game, okay? That was low-key some cinema, that was some drama, okay? It was giving soap opera, because again, Satu Sabli is just so slick in the mouth. She don't care. Satu Sabli don't back down from anybody. She just don't care. They tore the family apart.